Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Okay, 1 minute to go before the Film My Run 500 with Noble Pro. Welcome along. Hello Clive, hello Jeff, hello Kathy McManus, who are in the game at the moment. Now, and also Amy Green, who's watching on YouTube as well. Hello guys, hello shipmates, says Jeff. Shipmate to Clive. Running with an 8.5 kilogram spine pack this morning, so we'll bust 150 quite easily. Yes, absolutely. I am trying an experiment today. I am running with the Kinni app, and I have the workout programmed into the Kinni app. When we start, I need to just run over to the other treadmill and press start on my app, because the app is over on my other treadmill, not on this treadmill. So in 15 seconds, I've just got to run over there and press start. But that's hopefully, I've tested it this morning. It seems to work all right. So I'm hoping it will work. I'll just go and press it now. Right, we're off. Started a little bit behind everyone else, but fingers crossed. Right, so what should happen is my treadmill should just automatically increase the incline in 200 meters from now, because what we're doing is we're walking through the lead-in at the moment, and when we get past the lead-in, my treadmill will go up to 12% automatically. You can see it on the screen. I've got the Kinni app up on the screen there. So you should be able to see when the treadmill moves between one section and the next section, and you should be able to see when the treadmill, it will only do incline once because we stay at 12% for the whole run, but in about 100 meters time it should automatically raise up to 12% by itself. Yes, stand by, Stephen Cousins is trying something new, says Clive. It'll be cool if it works, says Kathy. What could possibly go wrong, says Jeff. Andy Parfit says, Stephen, something's happened to you. Andy, what's happened to me? I don't know. What's happened? Look, now if you're going to go on about me running on the treadmill, I've run on the treadmill for years. I may be an ultra runner, but I've run on a treadmill for years and years. This is nothing new. So yeah, the Kinni app you can see on the screen. It will be on most of the time. I think I've put it on most of the screens, not all of them. So you can see what's going on with the Kinni app. So the way it's connected is I've connected the treadmill to the Kinni app on my phone, and my phone is then connected to Zwift. That's how it should work. So any second now, we will see the treadmill rise automatically to 12% without me touching it. Look, no hands. And when I think I've done it just about right, it's about 200 meters walk to the start of the run. You can see at the moment the timer and the distance on Zwift are at 0, so we haven't actually started. Now we've started. Yes, I've taken the blocks out of the treadmill. Right, it is a bit shorter then than 200 meters, so I haven't started yet. My treadmill hasn't gone up to 12% just yet. It will do in a second. Now, I think, are we? Hang on. Yeah, we're going up now. So you should be able to see on the Kinni app that we've moved to the next section. I think. The thing is, I can't see it from here because it's too far away. But it is automatically, I can feel the treadmill automatically going up now to 12%. So I am going to be a little bit behind. My workout that I've programmed onto the Kinni app should be matching the workout on Zwift, but it isn't quite, because I programmed the lead in a little bit too long. So I'm just about 10 seconds behind everyone else. That's not a big deal though, is it? So let's see how it goes. Right, Andy Parfit says, since your Christmas break and the new year, you look 10 years younger. Do I? Well, if I have a shave, I'll look even younger. I don't know about that. Well, it's very kind of you to say so, Andy. Apparently I look younger. Right, we are at 12%. We're going at 5 kilometers per hour. So nice and slowly, we're just getting used to the incline. And then in a sec, when we get to the arch, we will start jogging. Kathy says somebody's buttering him up. I don't know what for. Is he going to try and persuade me to enter a race? Right, Amy Green says, my treadmill won't connect to Zwift, so I'm walking it, but not on Zwift. Oh no! How come? How come your treadmill won't connect? That's very odd. Right, something else is odd on my screen as well. Can't work out what that is on the bottom right. Bottom right of the screen, what on earth is going on there? That was weird. Changed now, we're alright. Okay, Craig Taylor says, Right on, thank you very much. Okay, Clive says it looked like it was outside the window. Oh, maybe it's my other camera then. Maybe it's my other camera pointing the wrong way that I'm not on. So Amy has joined us, but she's not on Zwift because her treadmill won't connect. Very odd. Heather's joined us. Hello, Heather. We've got Mike Wright as well is with us, although he doesn't seem to be moving. Maybe Mike's got a problem as well. John Crawford is with us. Hello, John. And John Shuka is with us. And Perkin is there. Clive, Jeff, Kathy, Schmidt. Hello, guys. Thanks for joining. Really enjoyed the Paris Marathon training session last night. That was such good fun, even though we had an absolute disaster at the beginning. Oh dear. Victoria's, what was the problem now? Oh yeah, Victoria's treadmill, this treadmill for some reason wasn't showing her distance and speed. So she couldn't judge how much to increase and slow down without a screen. So we had to give her a screen. And then so I couldn't see chat. And then my screen went off. Oh, it was madness. Heather says her husband Sebastian ran it after her. He said he was absolutely dripping in sweat. So yeah, good work last night, everybody. Okay, so any second now we go through the arch and we rise up onto the balls of our feet and we get running. So I will wait. You'll see on the screen here, on the left hand side of the screen, the Kinni app should automatically increase the speed of the treadmill to 5.5. I'm just a little bit behind everyone else. So everyone else is at 5.5 now. And any second now I will go up to 5.5. Wait for it. Here we go. Right, there we are. So that's me off. Up to 5.5 kph and I'm now running as well. I've taken the Zero shoes off the Noble Pro treadmill, so I am now also running properly at 12%. So we'll see how this goes. I've just realised the doors are open, which is why it's 17 degrees in here. Doors are closed rather, which is why it's 17 degrees in here, so I am going to open them now. There we go. Use the elastic energy stored in your Achilles to spring up the hill. What elastic? Clive says he's springing up the best he can. Andy Parfit says the picture quality and sound quality is much better here on YouTube. Yeah, that's pretty much why we've migrated to YouTube as well. We are still broadcasting on Facebook and Twitch. And actually, to be honest, Twitch is probably slightly better than YouTube even for picture quality. But YouTube is a good middle ground between being a social platform, which Twitch is very difficult to make social unless you're a gamer. I mean, I know Zwift is a game, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, YouTube is a good middle ground between the social aspect of Facebook and the picture quality of Zwift, of Twitch. Right, I just missed what Heather said then, and unfortunately I can't log on to the Zwift Companion app because the Zwift Companion app is on my phone over there. Kathy, yeah, she says the speeds were challenging. Yeah, they were definitely supposed to be challenging, but nothing that you can't do. So, you know, the workout is programmed such that it will go off your 5k pace. and you will have set your 5k pace either manually or automatically by the runs that you've done on Zwift. So your pace is set automatically in the workout, and so it won't be anything that you couldn't do. Yeah, and Kathy said she did it, so fantastic. So we'll do a workout every Wednesday now for the next 12 weeks through the Paris Marathon training sessions. And it'd be nice as well to join us if you can for the long run on a Saturday, starting with a 1 hour run this Saturday and extending every week by 5 minutes. So by the last one, we will be doing a 2 hour run. You're welcome to join us for any or all of those. But the main session is the Wednesday interval session. And all that means is we don't have to do Wednesday workout for 12 weeks. So next week, if I use the Kinni app again, I will make sure to make sure that I get another phone so I can use the Zwift companion app at the same time. I do have another phone here with me. Unfortunately, the problem is that the Zwift companion app is open on the other phone, and I'm afraid that if I swipe up to close the Zwift companion app, that the connection will be lost on Kinni. I'm a bit panicky about that, so I'm not going to do it. So if you don't mind, I won't be putting any messages up on screen today. Oh, I suppose I could type them on the keyboard. Anything really important that I have to say, I can type on the keyboard, I guess. Right, we are nearly coming up to the next change. So we'll be going up to 6 kph in 100 metres. Or everyone else will take, I think it's about 120 metres for me. I'll need to reprogram my Kinni workout to match this one a bit more exact. Heart rate 120 at the moment. How's your heart rate doing? Should be fairly comfortable still. Coming to the end of the first kilometre, so we've still got a long way to go. 129 for Jeff. Another kilometre closer to breakfast, says Kathy. 121 for Clive. Okay, time to step it up. 6 kilometres per hour at the arch, stay on your toes. Stay bouncing up the hill. 116 for Crawford, John Crawford. This is 116 heart rate. 126 for Kathy. Good work, guys. It looks like Mike Wright has started now. He is with us. Ah, right, hang on a minute. Right, now I've started up to 6 as well. So I'm not actually that far behind everyone, am I? 40 metres there, 30 metres. So not far at all. Right, let me just have a look at what Heather says. It's a long old post here. Right, Heather says that Sebastian did the Paris Marathon interval session last night after we'd all done it. And Heather says, I'd written Sebastian's speeds out on paper and he followed on YouTube. I noticed, however, that he was vastly increasing his speeds. Being able to see your speed isn't good for him. Well, it might be. Encourage him to go quicker. Bit of friendly competition. It's always good. as long as he doesn't push himself beyond his limits, if he feels comfortable going up to a higher speed, it's all good. Anthony says, good morning all. Good session last night, he says. Have you figured out what the problems were? Yes, we know what the problems were. Well, actually, no. I mean, I know what the problem was, but I don't know why it happened. And the treadmill here, the Noble Pro, for some reason, although it was moving, and Victoria was moving within Zwift, so it was all connected. But on the screen here, it wasn't showing speed and distance, so Victoria couldn't judge how much to increase her speed by. Anyway, you can see today we've got the Kinni app connected. This is the Film My Run 500 with Noble Pro. Noble Pro have developed the Kinni app so that you can have, not only on your Noble Pro treadmill, but a lot of other FTMS connected treadmills as well, automatic incline and speed if you want it. I mean, there's a slight snag that it doesn't do it direct from Zwift, so the Kinni app is not receiving incline information from Zwift. You are basically programming it in. So what I've had to do is I've had to match the program, the workout for the Film My Run 500 in Zwift. I've had to match it with an equivalent workout on the Kinni app. But once you've got it set up, we're essentially doing the same thing. So I'm doing the Film My Run 500 workout, but the actual workout is controlling my treadmill from the Kinni app. It's not, I mean, I'm making it sound complicated, but it really isn't. I suppose it's only made more complex by how intricate your workout is. The Film My Run 500 is fairly easy to program in. It's basically just 5 or 6 blocks of changing speed. I guess if you've got lots of small reps and small intervals and lots of different changes, it could be a little bit more complicated to program it in to your Kinni app to match the Zwift workout, but still. Right, heart rate 132 in the second kilometre, still relatively comfortable. And relatively mild, very mild, in fact 16.5 degrees Celsius in shed quarters this morning, or well, nearly afternoon now. And we've got Bag That Badge tonight as well. So we're about halfway through season 3 of Bag That Badge, and we are going to start increasing the number of these events across time zones. So Film My Run 500 and Bag That Badge, we're going to add 2 more events each day. So there will be 3 Film My Run 500s across different time zones on a Tuesday and Thursday. And there will be 3 Bag That Badge events across different time zones on a Thursday as well. And also, the Bag That Badge events will be staggered so that each one is a different route badge. So if you really wanted to do a specific route badge and it starts at say 6 AM UK time, you could do that. We're going to have one, I think, around 6 AM UK time, midday UK time, and 6 PM UK time. So that'll hopefully fit in with some other time zones. Oh, Jeff wants a double distance session. What, you mean that one that goes to 1,000 meters in one hit? Okay, I can suggest it. We'll see what Zwift HQ say. They seem to be happy with 500 meters climbing. Let's see what they think about 1,000 meters climbing. They are always a little bit skeptical about anything that kind of starts to become a bit crazy. I know 1,000 meters isn't totally crazy, but they would never ratify a 50-mile run on Zwift, for example. You would never find really anything above a marathon distance, because, you know, they're a bit kind of health and safety kind of nervous, really. They don't want to do anything that might cause somebody to have a heart attack and sue them. But yeah, I mean, 1,000 meters actually, it's perfectly doable, and especially if people want to walk it. So yeah, I'll see if I can do that. Talking of heart attacks, you have just had a heart rate dip. Yes, I see that. I know. I still get them. There's one at the beginning of that line as well. It's probably behind the Kinni app now on your screen. Yeah, they happen every few minutes. But I've had plenty of tests now from different doctors, different cardio, vascular registrars, and they all seem to say it's perfectly okay. So unless I drop down and die of one of these, I think we're okay. Right, here we go, up to the next arch. Almost time to get birth? Almost time to give birth? What are you on about, Finnemore? Hilarious conversation going on about running outside on the YouTube chat. Clive says, long run outside on Saturday morning, hopefully. Jeff says, where's this outside? Jeff will soon know about outside in a couple of weeks when he does the spine. He'll be sick of outside by the end of January, says Clive. And Tina says, the weather was nice outside. It is nice outside today, so did my 45 minutes easy outside. Nice one. The Don Mega 70, hello there. Says, love these streams. Oh, thank you very much. It's very kind of you to say so. No one else does. This lot who are commenting below you don't. They're here under duress. I force them every week. They've got no choice. The last thing they want to do is be listening to me drone on. Anyway, so we're now at 6.5. You will have noticed the Kinni app controlling my treadmill. I didn't do anything. It's automatically increased my speed to 6.5 kph, and to be honest, I didn't even notice because I was talking too much. Chris Nolan, yes, that is the Kinni app on screen. We are connected via the FitCast feature on the Kinni app, which connects your FTMS enabled treadmill to Zwift, and the Kinni app is controlling my incline and speed automatically in this workout today. Old kid says, oh no, sorry, I fell asleep and missed the workout. We'll let you off. What is Jeff on about now? I wish, it's really annoying that I haven't got the Zwift Companion app because I can't look back on things that people have said in game. Have to sort that out next week. Oh, also next week, we are moving to New York for this session. We will change to park to peak, the park to peak route on the New York course. We've been on the France course for a couple of years, haven't we? So time for a change. Jeff Partridge has already hit 150 with his 8.5 kilogram backpack on, so he's bust. Good effort though, Jeff. Good luck with the spine. Jeff Partridge running the spine in a couple of weeks' time, which is the toughest ultra race in the UK. 200 and... why can I never remember it? Something like 260 miles across the Pennine Way. And probably take Jeff 4 or 5 days. 268 miles, says Jeff. How long are you giving yourself, Jeff? It's usually for your average ultra runner 4 or 5 days to do that over some tough terrain on the Pennine Way here in the UK. John Crawford says, good luck, Jeff. Heart rate 141 for me, with 2.5k to go. No, 2k to go. Not 2.5, 2k to go. Okay, so Jeff would like to do it in 6 days. The cutoff is 7 days, so you have got an entire week to cover the Pennine Way. Remember, this is midwinter, so up in Yorkshire, the weather will be cold, probably wet and windy, maybe snow and ice, and you're up on the hills, so it's not an easy run. So the fastest guys do it in about 70 hours, 70 to 80 hours, and you've got 7 days if you're one of the back of the pack or mid-pack runners, and Jeff's hoping to do it in 6 days, so good luck, Jeff. Awesome work. World record, oh, the record is 83 hours, there you go. That's John Kelly from the United States has the world record for the Pennine Way, or the record for the Pennine Way. No, hang on a minute. Right, I'm getting confused between the spine and the Pennine Way FKT. So the FKT for the Pennine Way is in the 60s, 60 hours something. The spine record is held by Jasmine Paris, which is the same route, but in winter and during the spine race itself. So the spine race is the full length of the Pennine Way. So the record for the spine race is held by a woman, Jasmine Paris, 83 hours. But the record for the Pennine Way is held by John Kelly, and that is something like 60 something hours. I'll have to look it up. Can't remember exactly. Okay, Tina, thank you very much. We're trying to set up a run called the Kinni 5k with Tina Beard, and Tina's saying Mondays or Fridays around 5:30 would be best. Okay, we'll have a look at that. Thank you, Tina. There's another heart rate drop there if you're interested. Dips right down to about 120 there, and now back up again. Talking too much, so I'm going to quieten down a bit. Heart rate 140. So we're doing okay. Rogers, thanks for the ride on. And Michelle, thank you. Oh. Better. And Clive Finnimore, thanks for the ride on. I'll have to drop ride ons afterwards. I haven't got any buttons. Oh no, I can do it on my keyboard. Do my keyboard. Let's do that quickly. Let's just nip to the front here and we'll do some manual ride-on dropping. Kirkpatrick there. There's Clive and there's Heather. Well done, Heather. Perkin and Mike. Well done, Mike. Schmidt is there. Good job, Jeff Partridge. John Crawford and John, I think it's John Shuker as well. Harris and Kathy. There we go. Ride-ons done. If you haven't dropped any ride-ons, then go and do that. Holly Harris, apparently, okay. And up to 7 kph now for the last kilometre. And you'll see the Kinni app increase my speed any second now. There we go. So I'm only 20 meters behind everyone else with my Kinni app program. Just over a kilometre to go of the Film My Run 500. I'm on 145 BPM. Keep up on your toes. Keep strong. Try and relax. And try and keep that spring in your step. One kilometre to go. Thanks, Garth. Yeah! Keeping the spring in your step is just good life advice, says Kathy. I like it, and very true. Clive's dancing like Morecambe and Wise, he says. Clive's out, 150 for him, 146 for me. Yeah, well done, Kathy. Kathy hasn't hit 150 yet. $700 meters to go, 500 to the arch. Radio silence, I think it has to be. Well done, Kathy. Great work. 500 meters left of the Film My Run 500 with Noble Pro. Using the Kinni app today to automatically increase speed and incline. Thanks for joining, everyone. Thanks, Clive. Andrew Jackson, thanks for the ride on. Bust. With 100 metres to go, I'm at 150. Thanks, Sarah Jacobson, for the ride on. No problem, John. No problem, Kathy. Thanks, John Shuker. I've got 20 more metres to go after this. Come on. Finish. I'm still going. Gotta stop in a minute. What's going on? That must be it now. Right, I'm stopping it. I can't see what the Kinni app says. Maybe I've done it for 400 metres and not 200. Jeff says, Stephen is stuck in the workout for eternity. He's not, stop it, come on. I must have programmed this wrong. Ha! Right, I'm slowing down. And I'm going to get off and have a look at the app. Okay, I think I've worked it out. What you need to do is program the end of the workout. So I didn't program an ending, so I just had it carrying on. Tina Beard says it reverts to free run until you stop. So yeah, so I need to have the Kinni app in front of me so I know when the workout's finished. And then it goes to free run. What I should do is have another section on there which makes it go down to 0% so I know the workout's finished. Okay, so we'll program that in for next time. Remember, next time we are at New York's Park to Peak route. So that'll be on Tuesday next week, Park to Peak in New York for the Film My Run 500 with Noble Pro. And we are done here. Thank you very much for watching. Well done if you took part. Always a nice little session that. And we will see you for Bag That Badge tonight, which is a fairly short run. I think we're only about 6.5 kilometers tonight. So it's all good. I may as well just move up to. Oh, see, now that's the other minor issue with Kinni, is that if you stop the workout, Fitcast disconnects and the app kind of goes off. And now I can't move again now. What we need is for the developers, if you're listening, guys, to reprogram the app or update the app so the firmware stays connected even when you finish a workout. And even if I press stop on the treadmill here, I need the app to stay connected so that if I press stop like I've done now and then decide I want to start again, I can start again without having to go back to the pairing screen and repair and back to the Kinni app and press the button for Fitcast again. Minor issues that will be sorted out in the next edition of the Kinni app, I'm absolutely certain. Until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you tonight for Bag That Badge. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.